They'll run with Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
You often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Burrow on 3rd down, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A very solid gain of 27. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. This is Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. 2nd and 1
is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
You can't get past me.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. 1st quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Burrow down around his goal line. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On third down, Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. And a gain there of 11 yards. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now Elliott. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Wilson buying time to his left. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Here's Elliott. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 7. Down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On first down, Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field,
Who's this against? So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
You better break. Let me know right now. You better break. Let's go, let's go.
Here's Burrow. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And some space here. And all the way down to the 26. And what a big-time play there. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Mike, 53.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from. And then
now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. A give to Cook out of the gun. He's got the first down inside the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He can run for it, and he will. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rosa's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action now. Wilson on the move to his left. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Operating from the gun. Wilson dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Austin Hooper, as the first half is winding down, and the Colts add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, here's Burrow. Flush to his right. He'll have a first down past the 40. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go.
Now it's Burrow. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. This will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Now they try the right side here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Burrow. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Again, it's Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Check, crunch, 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 slant, 18 ready.
They try again with Cook, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. This time Wilson will throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 33 yards that time.
And that's where it pays to throw to one of the tallest receivers in the game, because you know he can outjump virtually anyone in the NFL. And don't think for a second his quarterback doesn't understand that. He can put the ball in places that only he would have a chance to go and get it. Old High Pockets himself makes that play.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Wolf. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Wilson will throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a run with Cook. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Burrow sliding out of the pocket. To the right side and complete to Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And they give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone knows that.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second and 11 now.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
To throw is Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Play action. Now Wilson. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Colts, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week